welcome to Monday Night Raw, live tonight, coming to you from Las Vegas. Fabulous and wonderful, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and you can see we are in the mood to kick it off tonight with the general manager, CM Punk. And hopefully CM Punk's going to speak about what happened last week as we went off the air with the whole Samoa Joe situation. Hopefully Samoa Joe's been detained and restrained and calmed down a little bit, had a little bit of time to reflect on his actions, and really hope he's been having nightmares about the gentleman that he put in the hospital last week. But anyway, again, I hope that CM Punk's coming out here tonight to discuss that meeting with Joe and how that went and how we're going to progress here with this man, because obviously something's going to be done. He can't be running around every Monday night just attacking whoever he wants, and that seems to be Samoa Joe's mission, as long as he doesn't find his competition suitable and he's not being put in the spots and the matches that he feels that he deserves. I mean, I don't disagree with him, but he's been underbooked. But I mean, hey, you know, sometimes you got to put your time in. But again, let's hear what CM Punk has to say, and hopefully we get some details on what happened there last week. Ladies and gentlemen, your general manager, CM Punk. CM Punk speaking about the new look of Raw. I like it. Yes. Extreme Rules. Paul Heyman. That's a good combination. Now wait a minute. What in God's name? And already, ladies and gentlemen, already I can feel it spiraling out of control tonight. Oh my God, as we are greeted by the presence of a true monster, SmackDown's Braun Strowman, who's been getting quite the amount of camera time here on Monday Night Raw. Again, he is a SmackDown contracted superstar, but again, he's been having his fair share of issues with Roman Reigns and the Shield, and now, for whatever reason, coming out here to confront the general manager himself. And this does not bode well for CM Punk, and you can see Braun Strowman just staring a hole right through CM Punk, but Punk has not taken even one step backwards. And I do not expect to see that happen, but Braun Strowman asserting his dominance here, just screaming like a bear, and again, CM Punk not moving, standing his ground. What a tense situation we've got here to open the show, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute! Roman Reigns coming through the crowd, he hits a spear on Braun Strowman as CM Punk has left the ring. And Roman Reigns to the rescue. Just like that, he's put the monster on his back. And these two will meet next Sunday at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view and finally settle their differences. But tonight belongs to Roman Reigns. Later tonight, we are going to have a one-on-one exclusive with our Universal Champion and hopefully get the state of his health. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to come right back. We got a hell of a lot more. My God, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in every Monday night, each and every Monday night here on Raw. And again, things just, there's always a plan in place, but things just never seem to go exactly according to plan. And tonight was no different. CM Punk came out here and he got about 3 or 4 sentences out regarding the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and didn't really have even enough time to get into the Samoa Joe situation before he was confronted by SmackDown superstar Braun Strowman. However, that was short-lived for the monster among men as Roman Reigns, the big dog, entered his yard. Wait a minute. Wow. Really? Oh my God. Dean Ambrose, always the serious contender there. What is he? Oh my God! And we just keep rolling here tonight in Vegas. Burn it down! Yes! Unbelievable! We welcome back the Kingslayer himself, Mr. Monday Night Rollins. We have not seen this man since he was decimated at the King of the Ring at the hands of Baron Corbin. He's had a few weeks to recover, and he is back. And not only that, but Dean Ambrose has personally chosen Seth Rollins to be the opponent of Baron Corbin here tonight. And what a warm-up match this is going to be. What a way for Dean Ambrose to soften up his competition before next Sunday night at Extreme Rules. And I'm sure Seth Rollins has not gotten very much sleep with the thought of what Baron Corbin did to him a few weeks ago. I'm sure he's been focused on that night and day. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the start of the show, General Manager CM Punk confronted by the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And again, the big dog, the brother of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, made his appearance and put a stop to that real quick. What a wild opening we have here. And if you haven't taken notice already, take a look at the new set and the new ring. And really, CM Punk is really just doing his best to bring back that old school feel when Raw was great, when wrestling was great. And again, we have the involvement of Paul Heyman in the upcoming Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And again, if you know anything about Extreme Rules in the 90s and ECW, I mean, you're going to really want to be tuning into that pay-per-view when it takes place next Sunday. But again, tonight we do have the traditional pick your opponent. It's Dean Ambrose choosing Seth Rollins to go at it here against Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf. And conversely, Baron Corbin also gets to choose Dean Ambrose competition here tonight, so I'm a little curious what he has in store for the Lunatic, but again, we're going to see what we got in front of us here. Don't forget, though, later on, we do have an enormous 8-man tag team match. Going to be 2 teams consisting of 4 men. So 2 teams each going at each other. The winners of that match, the 2 teams that do pick up the victory in that match, will face each other down the road to become the new #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships. So again, that kicks off here tonight with that big 8-man tag team match. I'm really looking forward to that. But also later tonight, we have the European Championship on the line as Sami Zayn will be taking on the new #1 contender to that title in Hideo Itami. That should be a pretty fun, action-filled match, but let's shift our focus here as the Kingslayer bursts out of the gates and Baron Corbin ready for it. And I'm sure Seth Rollins is going to have a little bit of that blind rage as Baron Corbin not only put him on the shelf, but he almost ended his career putting him through that flaming table and everything else. I mean, Seth Rollins was a bloody mess. Now, to his credit, Rollins did attempt to continue through the tournament later on in the night when he had a match against Dolph Ziggler, but again, that snake, that jackass Adam Cole, attacked Seth Rollins from behind, and here we go. Rollins trying to pick up a clean victory here, and really nothing would be more embarrassing to put Baron Corbin away that quickly. That would be revenge in itself, I'd say. But Baron Corbin, man, it's going to take a lot to put this guy down. He is huge. Oh, and Rollins felt every bit of it right there as he was just compacted in that corner. And now Baron with those bear-like hands squeezing down on the traps. I will be goddamned if that doesn't hurt. But Seth Rollins fighting back here. And again, this should be a hell of a hard-hitting match as Baron Corbin with another clubbing forearm to the back. It's Dean Ambrose watching on. He's getting a first-hand look here at his competition. And this little rivalry's been kind of boiling over a little bit lately, and seems every week Ambrose and Corbin are involved in some sort of confrontation here, and now we got Seth Rollins involved, and God only knows what. What a beautiful counter there. perfectly executed Northern Lights, but Baron Corbin was able to power out of the pin. As Rollins now looking to do some damage from the air, and a huge blockbuster. Shades of Buff Bagwell. And I'm talking about the old school feel here on Monday Night Raw. Running through the blood here tonight. Rollins again with another counter. Baron Corbin can't seem to hit that back suplex, but Rollins can right there. And Dean Ambrose loving every second of this. Again, Ambrose was able to pick up a little bit of retribution. Here we go. Boom! There's that ripcord knee, and this could be over quick. Ambrose and Reigns were able to pick up a victory last week over Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman. So again, put you at ease there. Coming off a W, it makes your week just that much more comfortable and that much more. You just get a little bit more sleep during those weeks when you're coming off a victory. But right here, Baron Corbin's about to go to sleep himself, and he hits a nasty curb stomp there, and Seth Rollins goes for the cover, and that's, oh, Baron Corbin able to kick out. Barely. And I'm not sure how the hell. Dean Ambrose has got to be a little worried about what he's seeing here from Baron Corbin, and kicking out of the ripcord knee and the curb stomp. And it's going to take quite a lot to put this guy away, as I said. And forgive me if I'm a little belchy tonight here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are in Las Vegas, and we do have the coolest GM in the world, and he's allowed us to kick back and relax a little bit here, have some drinks while we enjoy the show. And baby, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and there's a deep six right there, and Seth Rollins may be in jeopardy here tonight. Baron Corbin almost picking up a victory right there as Dean Ambrose again locking eyes with the Lone Wolf. But Corbin not allowing himself to be distracted, and here we go. Sending Rollins into the corner, face first, and follows it up with an enormous double axe handle to the shoulder blades. And Rollins is in trouble here. He's got to get out of that corner. He's got to get off the ropes, and that's exactly what he's doing. And wait a minute, he spins him around. Goddamn! Another ripcord knee strike. And Seth Rollins has got Baron Corbin right where he wants him. He is in complete control. At least that's what you would think. But then again, Baron Corbin just showing his resiliency. And goddamn, the end of days! End of days, and that's going to be it. Seth Rollins able to kick out. And he's not going to make his return like that. Baron Corbin a little frustrated. You can see he's grabbed himself a baseball bat now, but taking a hard look at Dean Ambrose, and he decides the better of it. Might as well not get himself disqualified. Have a lot more impact walking out of here with a W over the Shield tonight than getting a DQ, that's for sure. Baron Corbin, where is he going? Rollins maybe not wise to chase him, but Baron Corbin again throwing that chair down. Seems like Corbin's having some thoughts on using some weapons here, but again, luckily for Corbin and Rollins and Ambrose, Corbin deciding the better of it, and we got a fight on the outside. We're at a 4 count here, but these guys are going to need to be looking to get back in the ring, as again, you can see that chair out on the rampway. Seth Rollins continuing to fight back, and a flatliner on the chair! A flatliner on the chair. Corbin eats that steel face first. Rollins heading back to the ring, and we're in an 8 count, and Corbin is out cold. Corbin's beginning to stir. We're at a 9. He's not going to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins with a successful return to Monday Night Raw here. And oh, I'm sure this gets a monkey off of his back, as he was just absolutely decimated by Baron Corbin at the King of the Ring a few weeks ago. And this is like finding a pot of gold here for Seth Rollins. Able to come back, and Dean Ambrose gives his brother to go ahead and get the hell in there and kick his ass, and that's damn sure what Seth Rollins did. Again, we saw the fight in Baron Corbin. It's not going to be an easy match for Dean Ambrose at Extreme Rules, but it's not going to be an easy match for Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules. Nonetheless, tonight, there is your winner, the Kingslayer, Mr. Monday Night Rollins. And Dean Ambrose could not be happier. He didn't have to lift a finger tonight, and his competition got his ass whooped. Congratulations to the Kingslayer. Good to see him back at full health. Wait a minute. And now that the match is over, now Baron Corbin can use all the weapons he wants. My God, with that kendo stick. And here comes Dean Ambrose putting a stop to the assault there as Seth Rollins rolls out of the ring. And Corbin does the same. And Dean Ambrose is in the ring. He's wanting some action right now. And Baron Corbin, boys will be boys. And this has potential to boil over right here, folks. Dean Ambrose is calling Corbin in. And wait a minute, Corbin just said it's your turn now. And here comes Jinder Mahal, and I am assuming this is Dean Ambrose's competition for tonight in Las Vegas. The #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. Dean Ambrose looks like he's a little off guard, but hey, you better get ready for a fight, lunatic. He's always ready, we know that. Again, Seth Rollins laid out. He's being helped to the back right now. He just can't seem to... Every time he thinks he's got the upper hand on Baron Corbin, Corbin sneak attacks him from behind. I mean, we've seen him use chairs, tables, flaming tables, kendo sticks on Seth Rollins. I think there's some unfinished business there with Rollins and Corbin, in my personal opinion. But right now, again, we are shifting our focus to Dean Ambrose and his hand-picked opponent tonight. And Jinder Mahal's going to have quite the task ahead of him at Extreme Rules, going at it against The Undertaker. And here we go. Tonight he's got to focus on Ambrose. I don't know what the hell Ambrose is doing right there. And you know this guy, he is off his rocker, to say the least. I think he might have been letting Jinder just get a free shot in there. I don't know. Oh, it fired him up. Whatever he did, it definitely fired up the lunatic fringe. He's got Jinder on the ropes already and hits him with a head of steam and a drop kick into the ropes. Right to the open sternum, the Jinder, and you can see the damage was done, but Ambrose follows it up with a splash off the top. Going for a cover here, going for a quick victory, but again, keep in mind, Jinder Mahal, the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, and that is not by happenstance or luck. Jinder Mahal earned every bit of that opportunity that he's going to get next Sunday night at The Undertaker. Nice European uppercut there. Ambrose able to slip out of that and hit a neck breaker of his own. And Dean Ambrose is in full control here of the modern-day Maharaja. What a Raw this has been so far. Again, there's so much more to come. Again, I'm still looking for some answers on what happened with Samoa Joe and CM Punk last week as we went off the air. I mean, all night long last week, Samoa Joe was just attacking random people, security guards left and right. I mean, he beat up his own limousine driver. He put him into the windshield of his own limousine. Psycho. Jinder Mahal fighting out of the corner here. He's able to stun Ambrose and hits a gorgeous shoulder block off the top rope. Again, coming from that type of a height, that's going to be mad effective, and he follows it up with a perfectly executed suplex. And Jinder Mahal finds himself in control as I can't quite tell, but it looks like he raked the eyes of Ambrose there. I know firsthand how much that feels. Oh my God. I think this drink's starting to kick in, ladies and gentlemen. But again, it's all legal here tonight as we are in an old school mood here. We got the old school feel of Raw right now, and we got Extreme Rules with Paul Heyman coming up, and CM Punk is just loving every minute of being in charge, and I gotta say, this just feels like a different show with him in charge, and I'm loving it. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the theme of tonight, is Dean Ambrose going to the top. Jinder Mahal is just writhing in pain right now. I'm not sure what happened, but Ambrose with that lunatic elbow off the top, able to catch the Maharaja. And you can see he has his shoulder taped up. He may be in trouble right here. As Ambrose calling him up to his feet. He might be looking for that dirty deeds, and that's exactly what we got as he plants Jinder's head into the mat. Mahal is out, and the ref 1, 2. It's academic, ladies and gentlemen. The Shield opens up Las Vegas tonight with a clean sweep. We saw Roman Reigns lay out Braun Strowman. We saw Seth Rollins get a victory over Baron Corbin. And now, Dean Ambrose with a decisive victory over the #1 contender to the Intercontinental title. And the Shield shows no signs of slowing down. Ambrose is pumped. He is ready for Baron Corbin and Extreme Rules. And I gotta say, I couldn't be more ready for Extreme Rules myself. Let's just get down to San Diego right now and let's get it going. Baron Corbin here, he's out here again. He had gone back to the back, and now Baron Corbin out here not satisfied with what he saw at a Jinder Mahal. And this could, Ambrose is in pursuit. This could get ugly real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get security out here. Somebody get security. Let's call security. And here we go. Ambrose making his way up the ramp. Corbin doesn't seem to be moving him, and it's on! Ambrose throws a strike, and here we go. We got a brawl. This might as well be in a fucking bar right now, ladies and gentlemen. Security gets out here, and I give them credit. They're trying, but these two guys, man, the fucking SWAT team couldn't hold these two away from each other. And look in the ring! Look in the ring! The Undertaker! The Legend! The Dead Man! Planted Jinder Mahal with the tombstone, and the Intercontinental Champion asserts his dominance here tonight. What a night in Las Vegas. There is so much more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Get the fuck right back here. Well, there you have it, firsthand, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first time we've heard from Sting since King of the Ring, and he says his ankle's ready to go. Good, bad, or ugly, he will be at Extreme Rules, and he will be taking on the OWN's king, Dolph Ziggler. And that, I don't know if that's such a great idea, but again, if you've followed any of Sting's career, you know this man, he's not going to sit at home with his belt like some people that we know. He's not just going to take time off and show up whenever he wants. Sting is going to be there, you know, whether he's hurt, whether he's sick, whether he's having personal issues, it doesn't matter. Sting is a fighting champion. A champion that, I'm going to say, he really should have never even been in the spot. I mean, he won that title at Royal Rumble, and with Heath Slater backing him, and he had all that momentum, I mean, able to defend it against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Sting has carried that title just as good as any champion we've ever had, I gotta say. He has represented that Universal Championship like a true champion. And I wish him the best of luck, and I can't wait to see him next Sunday night in San Diego at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Is again, right now I'm going to switch gears here. We got the ladies in action, and I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with that. But you saw Ruby Riott make her way out here, and followed by Liv Morgan, the lovely Liv Morgan, who's done nothing but just blossom before our eyes, if you ask me. I mean, just a few months ago, this girl was basically lost. I mean, she was part of Team Rude, and they're, kind of show her the ropes, and she's been in some high-profile matches, and she's even locked horns with the current champion a few times in Naomi. And it seems like all that experience is rubbing off, as I've seen improvements, leaps and bounds from Liv Morgan. But again, you see Sasha Banks, one of the newest acquisitions to the Raw Women's division. Man, she had a surprise for us all last week, didn't she? I thought she was going in at it alone in a handicap match against Asuka and Ruby last week, but Sasha was able to find herself a partner. And not just any partner, I mean an A-plus bona fide champion in Charlotte Flair. So here we go. Charlotte Flair has joined the Monday Night Raw roster. But again, tonight we're going to have ourselves a little triple threat match here. You see Sasha, Ruby Riott, and Liv Morgan. They've all respectively been tangled up in that little confrontation they've been having in recent weeks. And again, this is just going to be another way for these girls to take their aggressions out. Not only that, but also a victory here tonight really, not only does it kind of skyrocket the winner, gives the winner a little bit of a push, but it's going to kind of hold down the two, I don't want to use the word losers, but the two ladies who do not come out of this match tonight successfully. It's not going to bode well for them in the coming weeks and months. Again, the goal on Raw, we don't hand out championship opportunities, and we don't just give belts away, give title shots away. I mean, this shit has got to be earned, Everything on Monday Night Raw is going to be earned. Sweat, blood, tears, everything. So, again, that's what these ladies are trying to do, and Ruby and Liv, I'm sure they feel like, they were on the right track here, but again, then Sasha comes over here, tries to steal the spotlight, and she brings in Charlotte, which is about as heavy as competition can really get. And Ruby and Liv, if you ask me, I think they feel a little threatened by that, and they're not going to let it happen. But here you go, Sasha. You see the ability on display. Oh, excuse me. Again, these Bloody Marys. Ooh. But anyway, oh, man. Sasha with a nice splash there off the top as Ruby was dumped to the outside. And, I mean, they have a right. They have a right to be a little worried, a little threatened. They have a right to kind of feel pushed back because Sasha does bring that spotlight. Sasha brings the money. Sasha brings the eyes, as well as Charlotte Flair. So, again, a win over either one of those two women, that's really going to boost you. And Ruby Riott with a nice flatliner of her own. She must have been watching the Baron Corbin-Seth Rollins match a little bit ago. And again, this has been a hell of a night already. I hate to see how it could get any more exciting, to be honest with you. As Ruby tries a double knee off the top, Sasha just kind of sidestepped there. And you can see the damage was done. Ruby may have twisted her knee, even just the impact coming off the top. Now Sasha goes out and grabs a chair. Keep in mind, this is a no disqualification match as it's triple threat. And Sasha brings it in, but Ruby's the one that's going to use it. Holy God, right to the abdomen. And she smashes Liv Morgan over the back just for the hell of it. And Ruby is teeing off on Sasha Banks in the corner right now. As Liv Morgan has temporarily been wiped out, but again, Ruby is just on fire right here. Make no mistake, this girl can go. She might have been a little too pumped up. Oh, Liv Morgan's got her stretched out right there, and she might as well be on the torture rack. But again, I've seen nothing but improvement from Liv Morgan here. Week after week, this girl's in the ring with some formidable competition, and she's able to hold her own. She follows with a series of clotheslines to Sasha Banks and a nice drop kick. Again, you see the height she was able to get on that. She's going for a quick cover here, but Ruby able to slide in and break that shit up right away. Ruby taking control of Liv now, sends her into the corner. But Liv, you see the fight in this girl. Again, she's got the desire, she's got the heart. She just kind of seems like she still has a little bit of a bad attitude, and that might just be what's left over from hanging out with Alexa Bliss all that time. She's made one mistake right there, and she's going to pay for it. She's got to recover on the outside, but Ruby's got Sasha right in her sights here. And Ruby with, oh, the riot kick! The riot kick caught Sasha right in the nose. Holy shit, that looked nasty. And Ruby Riott picks up a huge victory here tonight over Sasha Banks. And the employee has just downed the boss right there. Take another look. Oh my God, right in the nose. And look at Sasha. You can see she felt that one. She felt every bit of that riot kick. And Ruby Riott just springboarding in the rankings here tonight with that victory. Ladies and gentlemen, please stick with us. This I feel like we haven't even gotten started yet. So much more to come. Please join us for part 2. We're going to take a quick break. Again, I'm going to be drinking over here. Las Vegas, baby. Come on right back.